What's good, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. This is your Cool Down Thursday edition. And all right, so I came across, I came across a tweet yesterday, and it's by Eric Zane, and he works for the ESPN. He works for the Athletic, um, and he covers NBA. Now, he put out a tweet yesterday about Angel Reese, saying that Angel Reese could potentially seek a trade. Now, he said, I'm gonna pull it up for y'all because I do not want to misquote nobody. Now, this could be real or it could be fake, but it's a rumor. So, allegedly, rumor. So, I don't want nobody to say that, hey, I'm saying this is real. No, this is alleged rumor. So, and it's by this guy. Now, nobody, a lot of people do, a lot of people seem to debunking it. I taking another approach because I checked out some other YouTube, and I try not to, but they have made some pretty interesting things. And nobody has comment on this, but they had came to their own conclusion too because of what's going on in Chicago with Tyler Marsh, Angel Reese, and the crew. So Eric Zane said that breaking news. I have confirmed that multiple sources that Angel Reese has approached the Chicago Sky front office discussing the possibility of being traded. In the meeting, Reese placed an emphasis on her frustration with teammates as well as coaches, going as far to say, I can't handle these explicit who put themselves before the team. My insider at the Chicago Sky has said that the organization felt unprepared for this drama and are looking to de-escalate the situation rather than trade their one-time All-Star. So I'm gonna explain something to you because I had said this a while back. Do y'all remember a game or two ago when Camila Cardozo was on the baseline and Erica Atkins ignored her to pass her the ball and it seemingly Camila Cardozo kind of like shook her shoulder and walked off from the post position, like going out of bounds. If Angel Reese went to management, quote unquote, if she supposedly went to management and said, "Hey, I'm not happy. I want to trade," the front office probably say, "You know what? Hey, okay, we're not gonna trade you, but who do you feel like needs to be gone?" She might say Camila Cardozo because if you look at it, them two cannot coexist on the floor. They cannot coexist on the floor at all because it's everything seems so cluttered. They need spacing. They have shooters, but they can't get the shooters to shoot because they're either playing in the post or or whatever the case would be. See, when Jefferson was there, they had a little bit more fluidity because Jefferson was the starter center, Reese was the forward. But when when she went down, then Camila Cardozo started coming in. See, Camila Cardozo was the backup, but now Camila Cardozo has earned her stripes to be a starter over Jefferson because Jefferson was hurt. But nevertheless, I think for Tyler Marsh, I think he has to. To me, I feel like as soon as Haley Van Lith gets healthy, I think he needs to put her in the starting lineup. And I'm sure Haley Van Lith didn't realize coming to the Chicago Sky that there was going to be so much drama like this. And I'm sure she probably like, dang, I got picked to this team and I got to stay here almost 4 years to deal with this. Because you look at it, anything dealing with Angel Reese, she's the center head. She's the most controversial person on the team. You seen they had Kennedy Carter and they couldn't keep her. They didn't want her. So now you're looking at another person that's in the team. And me personally, I look at it like this. If you look at her Angel Reese stats for this year, they're not. I mean, she getting double doubles, but it's not impressive. She's doing what Angel Reese does when it comes to rebounding. So I'm gonna look at her 2025 stats right now. She's averaging 10 points a game, 14 rebounds a game. That's not bad. 2.3 assists a game, 2 steals a game. That's for the season. So you look at it and say, well, okay, that's pretty good. But in fantasy football, I mean fantasy basketball, she ranked 13th, and she has a 99.6 roster, whatever that means. So, but you look at her game. Her first game against Indiana, she had 12 points, 17 rebounds. Against New York, 2 points, 12 rebounds. LA, 13 points, 12 rebounds. Phoenix, 13 points, 15 rebounds. 2 blocks in that game. 3 steals in that game. So she's averaging almost 3 steals a game. She had 3 steals there. She has 3 assists, 4 assists, 1-1-1. So her numbers is pretty decent in those areas. But at what cost? Because she has so much distractions off the basketball court, like her business and stuff. But then she's trying to develop into a basketball player. And that's not going great because Tyler Marsh doesn't know how to balance the roster. And it's the same thing how we talk about Stephanie White, how she's trying to balance the roster now without Caitlin Clark. Now, we know that Angel Reese got hurt last year towards the end of the season with her wrist. Now we saw her wrist got she got her wrist got injured again in our rival. But and then they're trying to change her position to make her a point forward, which I think that's a bad idea for her. But at the same time, they need a true point guard. They need somebody that can really dictate the flow of the game, slow it down when it needs to. Haley Van Lith can do that. She can slow Reese down, she can slow Camilla down, she can slow everybody else down. And she will find the open shot because she will command a little bit more because of the kind of style she plays. Now, I'm not saying she's Caitlin Clark, but Haley Van Lith, she's not a slouch, but she could command a lot. She could put pressure on a team, and you will have to count for her because she can't shoot. And that's the kind of point guard you need, somebody that distribute the ball. But what Tyler Marsh do, you don't have time to continue to experiment with your roster. And Reese probably show a lot of frustration because she's like, hey, I didn't sign up for this. Now she says she's a Chicago. She loves Chicago, loves the city of Chicago. But at some times a player gonna say, you know what, hey, I can't deal with it. Now, in the NFL, if you have a rookie, you're on a rookie contract, you don't get traded. You just have to play out your contract and see what happens after that. Now, in the WNBA, it may be different. She may not have to wait till her rookie contract out to ask for a trade. She probably, like I said, she probably went to the front office and said, "Hey, it's either this person or me," and they don't want to lose them because they don't have no number one pick. They number one pick already goes to the Minnesota Lynx. So down they're gonna be looking like, well, we don't if we can't get a number one pick for her, why are we gonna trade her? We maybe could get something for a future pick for Camila Cardozo, you know. So that's my thing. I think that everything that's surrounding Angel Reese, that drama around Chicago is different. Now, me personally, I know she was at Maryland before she transferred to LSU. Some people think that she wants to be on a winning team. She's not accustomed to losing. Now they had a couple games under their belt last year until they spiral out of control and lost and didn't make the playoffs. But you traded a number 3 pick You traded all your picks when you could have had these picks and got better quality players. You wanted to go for all of this stuff. Now, if Reese look into like, well, hey, you know what? The only way I could up Caitlin Clark is go to a team where I ain't got to do so much and win a title. I mean, a championship, and then say, oh, I got a championship before her. They ain't far fetched now. Why Caitlin Clark is trying to build her team from scratch, and some people ain't made to be a franchise player over an organization. I would not put Angel Reese as a franchise player over an organization because she ain't Angel Wilson. She ain't Caitlin Clark. She ain't the feature caller. You know what I'm saying? Those franchise players that could you could build a team around. With the way Angel Reese plays the game, you have to plug her into a situation, then build around her. Now, if Angel Reese was shooting, if Angel, say for instance, if you swap Kiki Irfin and Angel Reese, the Washington Mystics will lose something really special, really, really a lot because they will lose that scoring, that double scoring. Kiki Irfin runs the floor better. She's a better scorer. She has a mid-range game also, and she's good off her first step. She gets to the basket. She doesn't need two or three rebounds to get one shot off. She could get her one shot. So if you had Kiki Finn in Chicago, now me personally, if Chicago had that, if they had kept their pick and save for the instance, I would have picked Kiki Finn, and then I would have traded Angel Reese. I would have traded her to the Valkyries. I would have traded her to the Connecticut Sun. For real. That's what I would have did because then you could have easily built your franchise around that player. I think building around Kiki is more beneficial than building around Angel Reese. Even Cardosa, it's hard to build around her because she's limited as well. So to me, I think that at the end of the day, I think Angel Reese probably said something. But like I said, it could be this could be true and it might not be true. It could be all fake news. Like I say, it's rumors. It's just a rumor out there. Now, Eric Zane did say more to come. Well, we'll see in a couple of days. We'll see if the Chicago Sky continues to lose games. Now, say for instance, the Chicago Sky play Indiana without Caitlin Clark and they lose that game. That's gonna be bad. That's gonna be a bad look because now the Dallas Wings already has a win. And as we was talking about franchise players, I think the same thing with the Dallas Wings with Paige Becker. She's not made to carry a. She's not. A, she can't carry a franchise. You have to put play pieces around her to make her look good, and that's what having Enrique there for. If you had, if they didn't have Enrique and they had Paige Beckers there to carry a franchise, they would be awful, way awful than what they are. Some players are made to build a franchise and carry a franchise, and some players not. Some players are made just to play their role. That's it. Some players are made to have a bunch of great players around them to make them look good. So, but again, I don't know, guys. Y'all just have to tell me what y'all think. I just think that if they really trying to move off injuries, I said to me personally, I don't think she's going to stay 7 to 8 years in the league that long. I just don't see it. I don't see it in her. I don't see it in her. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It won't be the first, it won't be the last. But at the end of the day, if there's smoke, there's fire. Just believe that. If there's smoke, there's fire. I just think that when they drafted Camila Cardoso, they should have just stayed right there and not drafted Angel Reese. Now I'm sure some other team would have probably got benefit off of her, but hey, it's what it is. So, and then see, LA didn't pick her. They picked Cam Brink over her. They picked Cameron Brink over Angel Reese. That ought to tell you something. That ought to tell you something. And I can't wait till Cam Brink come back because I like watching her play. I really think she's a great player. And she got hurt, and she was leading the league in blocks last year before she got hurt. And she was really probably the closest person in the Rookie of the Year race to Clayton Clark than Angel Reese was. Angel Reese just benefited because because Cameron Brink went down. But that's neither here or there. Caitlin got the award. So, but like again, y'all let me know what y'all think. Could there be smoke? Could there be fire in the Chicago Sky organization dealing with Angel Reese? Could she ask for a trade? Could she be traded? Where could she be traded to? Or there's just some not BS nonsense where she might try to get somebody else traded, you know? Or she was like, hey, you know what? I get injured. I ain't got to worry about it. I'll sit out for the whole year. So, and see, y'all got to think about this. All of this stuff starting to happen in the league because of this new CBA coming out. Y'all gonna have to pay attention. Pay attention to all these signs, how these players acting now, how crazy they starting to act, how they doing certain things, around the league. But I got a special video for y'all guys tonight because I somebody put out a video and I want to share a clip of it because I think they may be on to something, but we got to see. Can't tell you. You just have to sit back and watch and wait for it. But until then, like, comment, subscribe. Is Angel Reese staying or she going out of Chicago, guys? This your Cool Down Tuesday edition. You know what it is. And if you don't know, now you know.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying.